Hi guys, my name's Craig, welcome to Small Farmer Life. Now today I want to talk about people who just keep asking me questions, what if this happens, what if that happens, and procrastinating over actually starting a small farm, and they're scared to start a small farm because the council might do this, or this might happen, or something else might happen. Well, in your life, anything can happen. Do you know what scares me? Signing up for a 25-year mortgage on a 200 grand house, putting 50 grand down, and having to keep a job for 25 to 30 years to pay that mortgage off, and a job I might not even like. I'd rather put the 50 grand to one side, spend 30 grand on a couple of acres, put 10 grand into infrastructure and rent an house out while I was putting the infrastructure in, so when the council do turn up, they actually can see I'm starting a small farm, and then I can move on it, and I've got 3 to 5 years to actually build the farm up. So guys, I'm going to ease some of your fears right after I've finished putting these poles in. I'm going to go inside, we're going to have a chat about it, so stick around. Hi guys, my name's Craig, welcome to Small Farm Life. Well, I've come indoors because I've put about 20 posts in. It's just getting dark and it's blowing a gale outside. Now, as I was saying before the intro there, I've been getting asked a lot of questions from people about things that could happen in the future if they buy land, like what if this happens, or what if that happens, what if the council won't let me do this, or what if the council won't let me do that. Well, you can't think like that. If you're thinking about all the bad things that can happen, do you know what will happen? Bad things will happen. You need to be thinking about all the good things that are going to happen when you purchase a piece of land. And one of the best things that's going to happen is you're going to live a healthier lifestyle as soon as you start that small farm. Because starting a small farm is not as hard as what people might think. Yes, it's hard to actually get your farm built to the standards where you can actually make a profit, but once you've got the farm running smoothly, then you're going to just be getting up, doing what you want to do, out in the sunshine, well, out in all weathers to be truthful, so some of them aren't as good as others, but you're going to have an healthy lifestyle, you're going to be fitter. Now, like I said outside, what scares me is putting 50 grand down on a 200 grand house that I'm going to end up paying 380 grand for, working 25 to 30 years to pay off that mortgage, and ending up in a job that I might not even like. Well, that 50 grand could purchase 2.5 acres of land for 30 grand, let's say, and then the other 20 grand, I'd use 15 of it to start putting infrastructure in on the piece of land. I'd use the other 5 grand to rent a house out. I'd still keep working while I was putting more infrastructure in my farm, and then eventually I'd give up the rented house and I'd move on to the small farm. And if the council turn up, well, what do you think they're going to do? Throw you off? They're not going to do that. That's not how it works. What they're going to say is you're going to have to put in for planning permission, and that's when you start your functionality test and your viability test. But there's some good news on the horizon, and that is in 2021, when we eventually do leave the European Union, well, the government have got a nice big surprise in for farmers, and that is farms are going to have to start making profit themselves. They're not going to be subsidised, because that was the biggest subsidy that came out of Europe. It went to farmers. It was 70% at one time, and it's gone to 40% now. But the government are going to take the direct payment scheme out of existence, and they're going to phase it out from 2021 up to 2027, and they're going to replace it with a fairer funding scheme. And this is going to benefit all sizes of farms. The big farms are going to have to produce crops that actually make a profit, and they're going to have to invest in infrastructure. Now, these grants are going to be available for big farmers and small farmers, and we're talking about billions here, guys. We're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of pounds. Now, we're not talking about you getting £1 billion, but there's going to be tens of thousands of pounds of grants available for small farms, and probably hundreds of thousands of pounds available for larger farms, for all sorts of things, for infrastructure, for technology. So let's say you wanted to start a hydroponics farm on a couple of acres of land. Well, there's grants going to be available for that sort of thing. Let's say you wanted to start a vertical farm on a small piece of land, because they want the land that we've got in the UK actually producing quality food in the UK. Well, they should be growing crops that make actual income for the farmers. And small farms can do lots of things with a little bit of land that can make good income. Like me, I know for a fact that my small farm is going to be profitable. Now, this is why I'm trying to say, don't worry about things that might happen. Just think of the good things that are going to happen. Like, I know that my farm is going to be profitable. And I bought my farmland when I started a business as well. So at the same time I started a business from scratch and purchased a piece of land, I had to build up the farm and I had to build up the business at the same time. Do you think I was worried that one of them was going to fail? I didn't worry one bit. I was just thinking about, I'm going to make this business the best I can make it, and I'm going to get my farm to the best standards I can get it to. And my farm's coming along great. I've just built a woodwork shop. I've got my stables that look amazing. I'm putting in a new free-ranging poultry field. I've already got a free-ranging poultry field. I've got other buildings built around the farm. I'm doing my pond down the bottom, which I would really have finished at the moment, but it's filling up with water and I can't get in there to actually get it packed down so it stays full of water. But guys, think about the good things that are going to happen when you start a small farm and purchase some land. And like I say, from 2021 there's going to be lots of grants available. I'm going to leave a link to this article in the description so you can actually have a read of it. Now, this is just the first draft and it came out on, I think, the 30th of November. Now, just have a read through it. There's about 60 odd pages, but don't take that as like, oh well, it doesn't say now about small farms in there. But it's the first draft. More drafts will come out, and there's always grants available for starter farms because they want people to go into farming. Lots of people aren't going because they're not making any money from it. This is why the government wanted to change, so people start to go into farming again. And if you're going to purchase a small farm, and you've got no knowledge of how a farm runs, so if you purchase a couple of acres, then you can learn how a farm runs, and then you can add to that farm in the future. So they're not going to throw you off a piece of land once you move on to it. They're going to let you live there, start making a profitable farm. Then you might want to rent some land down the road, or buy some more land down the road, or you might buy some more land next to the actual farm you've already started, and then grow your farm from there. And that's how you get into farming. You learn first. If you're a little bit worried about what it's going to be like to start a small farm, go and work for a farmer. See what it's like on that farm. See if you can hack it. See if you like hard work. Because if you're used to, let's say, sat behind a desk using a keyboard all day, watching a computer screen, and then all of a sudden you go straight into farming, you are going to find it backbreaking. But your body will get used to it. The human body is amazing, and before you know it, you'll be fit than you've ever been, and the farm will have you as fit can be. And then you'll be growing your own food. You'll know what's in your food. You'll be making good quality meals for your family to eat, and everyone will just be happy. Honestly, there's no better feeling than owning a piece of land. But when you buy a house and you're putting down 50 grand on a house and you have to work a job that you don't even like, and you're worrying that if you lose that job, and loads of people are losing their jobs when these robots are coming out, but they haven't got robots for every type of farming. So guys, farming's a good thing to get into. It's a healthy thing to get into, and you're not going to lose your job to a farming if you own your own piece of land, are you? No, because it belongs to you, so you can do whatever you want with your farm. Me, I'm going to be doing my poultry. I'm going to be selling fertile hatching eggs, pure breed hens, hybrid hens. I'm going to be selling coops and all sorts. Where I'll be making out the woodworking shop, and then I'll be just picking and choosing the jobs I want to do with my other business that pay good money. I won't have to go out and work for £100 a day because I need to pay the bills and make sure my mortgage is paid, because My land, I own title absolute. I own no money on it. And everything that I build on my land, I don't borrow money to build it. I actually just look out for materials that I'm going to need for the project I'm going to build. I collect them all up. Then I build the project, and I'm always on Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree and Pre-Love, looking out for good deals. That's what you should be doing. And when you get your piece of land, you crack on, you do that sort of thing, and then you get all the materials built up, and you won't have to spend a fortune on doing things or getting loans and getting into debt to get buildings built. You'll be surprised what's given away on Facebook Marketplace and other places like that. Anyway, guys, there's lots more to come. Can't wait to get to 2021 because this farm's going to be full of technology. I'm not going to let you know yet what it is, but you will be shocked when you see it and how good it's going to be. But you've seen what my chicken tractors are, but I'm going to add a lot more to those chicken tractors, and you'll be a bit shocked how good this poultry farm will actually be. And I know for a fact it'll be the best pure breed poultry farm in the UK that people can come to, and they'll be shocked when they actually see how good the farm is and how good the chickens are raised and that healthy lifestyle that the chickens are raised to. So guys, anyway, subscribe to the channel. I know a lot of you watch the videos and don't subscribe, but just hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell button to be notified of lots more videos covering everything from marketing your small farm to permit development rights, all these grants that are going to be available after 2021. There's never been a better time to start a small farm than purchase a piece of land. And you can be guaranteed of one thing: if you do purchase a piece of land, you'll never lose money on it. And one day you could become a multi-millionaire if the developers want to come along and purchase your small farm. And then if you do sell it for millions, move up the road, buy another farm, and then you've got more land to farm. So anyway, guys, my name's Craig. You've been watching A Small Farmer Life. Make sure you take care of yourself, and most of all, take care of the family. Bye for now. See ya.